Now we start with the examples. First example, you have to show that each angle of a rectangle is a right angle. You are given a rectangle, ABCD is a rectangle with angle A 90 degree. You have to show that each angle is a rectangle. Each angle is a 90 degree. Why we are taking it as 90 degree? Because from the definition of rectangle, rectangle is a parallelogram with one angle 90 degree. So I am taking angle A as 90 degree. You have to show that all the angles are 90 degree. So let's start with the definition. Rectangle is also a parallelogram. So when it is a parallelogram, it means opposite sides are parallel. AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. When AD is parallel to BC and AB is transversal, then angle A plus B is equal to 180 degree, co-interior angles, and you are given angle A is 90, so angle B will also be 90 degree. Now we apply the property of parallelogram. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. It means A is equal to C and B is equal to D. A is 90, so C is also 90. B we have proved 90, so D is also 90. So all the angles B, C, D, they all are equal to 90 degree. Second example, show that diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. You are given ABCD is a rhombus. When it is a rhombus, it means AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. All the four sides are equal and diagonals AC and BD, they intersect at O. You have to show that AC and BD are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular means this angle formed, angle AOD is equal to 90 degree. This you have to show. Now we will consider two triangles AOD and COD. These two triangles prove that these two are congruent. How? AO is equal to OC, because from the definition of rhombus is also a parallelogram, and in a parallelogram diagonals bisect each other. So we are using the property of parallelogram. So AO is equal to OC, OD is equal to OD common, and AD is equal to CD. These are the sides of a rhombus. So by triple S triangles are congruent. When triangles are congruent, then angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CPCT. But there, as you can see, angle 1 plus 2 is equal to 180 degree. They are forming the linear pair. So implies 2 times angle 1 is equal to 180 degree or angle 1 is equal to 90 degree. What is angle 1? AOD is equal to 90 degree. When this is 90 degree, it means diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other, which means we have reached the required result. This was the required result. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Now third example, ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC, it is given, and AD, this AD bisects exterior angle PAC. This is exterior angle PAC and AD bisects it. It means 1 and 2 are equal. And CD is parallel to, this CD is parallel to BA. CD is parallel to AB. It is given to you CD and AB are parallel. CD is parallel to AB. This CD is parallel to AB. Now what you have to show, angle DAC, this angle DAC, that is angle 2 is equal to angle BCA, that is angle 4, and ABCD is a parallelogram. These two parts you have to show. Now I am considering this triangle ABC. You are given AB is equal to AC, isosceles triangle, so angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Opposite angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. This property you have studied. Now we will apply exterior angle property. This PAC is the exterior angle of triangle ABC. So exterior angle, this is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So it is 3 plus 4. This exterior angle is equal to 3 plus 4. Now how can I write this exterior angle? It is 1 plus 2. You can see I have divided it. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 plus 4. But 1 is equal to 2 because AD is the bisector. It is given that AD is the bisector of PAC. So 1 and 2 are equal and 3 and 4 are equal. We have proved here. So I can replace these two. 2 times angle 2 is equal to 2 times angle 4, which means 2 is equal to 4 and 2 and 4 are angle DAC and BCA. Now As you can see, 2 and 4 are equal, but again these are alternate interior angles. But these are alternate interior angles. You can see from the figure 2 and 4 they form the alternate interior angles. It means AD is parallel to BC, and you are given what you are given CD. This CD is already given to you parallel to AB. When opposite sides are parallel, it means ABCD is a parallelogram. This was the second part. So ABCD is a parallelogram. We have shown by proving that the opposite sides are parallel to each other. Now next example, two parallel lines L and M. These are two parallel lines intersected by a transversal P. You have to show that the quadrilateral formed by the bisectors of interior angles is a rectangle. This is a very important question because the figure is required to be drawn in this figure and students draw it wrongly. So what you are given, these two lines are parallel and this is transversal. So bisectors of interior angles, as you can see, these are interior angles. These four are interior angles, so they are bisectors. These are the bisectors drawn. So this quadrilateral formed is a rectangle. Quadrilateral formed by joining the bisectors is a rectangle. So we have to show that ABCD is a rectangle. Now we will use the concept of parallel lines. L parallel to M and P is transversal. So we will use the alternate interior angle. This angle is equal to this angle. Angle PAC is equal to ACS, alternate interior angles. When you are given the bisectors, only then you can take their halves. So I will take half of these angles will also be equal. So half of this angle is angle 1 and half of this angle is angle 2. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2. But as you can see in the figure, these are again alternate angles. 1 and 2 are again alternate interior angles. It means AB is parallel to CD. This quadrilateral formed में, this AB is parallel to CD. For the second part, we will write similarly. We can show that AD is parallel to BC. For these two, we can show that these two lines are similarly will be parallel. When opposite sides are parallel, then it becomes a parallelogram. Now the quadrilateral is proved to be a parallelogram. You have to prove that it is a rectangle. We will show that one angle is 90 degree. Now what I will use? I will use these two angles, this and this. This angle complete, also angle PAC, this angle plus angle RAC is equal to 180 degree, linear pair. You can see on the straight line this linear pair is formed. So half of their angles PAC, half of PAC plus half of RAC is equal to half of 180 degree. So half of PAC I can write it as angle, this angle is half of PAC is this angle 1 and half of RAC I can use this as angle 3. So half of 1 and 3 is equal to 90 degree. Half of PAC I have taken this angle 1 and half of RAC is this angle 3. So 1 plus 3 is angle BAD. So this you can see this quadrilateral I have proved first it is a parallelogram. With parallelogram with one angle 90 degree it becomes a rectangle. Therefore ABCD is a parallelogram with angle A 90 degree. It means ABCD is a rectangle. Whenever you will show a parallelogram with one angle 90, it becomes a rectangle. This is an important question. Fifth example, show that the bisectors of angles of a parallelogram form a rectangle. Now you are given ABCD is a parallelogram and bisectors of these angles A and B, these are forming these points and it forms a rectangle. ABCD is a parallelogram with PQRS. These are the points of intersection of the angles. Angle A and B intersect at P, B and C angles intersect at Q, C and D intersect at R, and D and A intersect at S. So this is the form, quadrilateral formed is a rectangle. you have to show PQRS is a rectangle. Now what you will take, we will take again the definition of parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram, AB parallel to CD and AD is transversal. So angle A plus angle D, this complete angle A plus D is equal to 180 degree co-interior angle. Whenever we are given the bisectors, we can take their halves. So I will take half of angle A plus half of angle D is equal to half of 180, that is 90. Half of angle A I am taking angle 1 and half of angle 2 I am taking D is angle 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 90 degree. Now I consider this triangle ADS. This triangle I will apply angle sum property. 1 plus 2 plus angle ASD is equal to 180 degree. And 1 plus 2 I have already proved it is 90. So angle ASD, this becomes angle, this angle is also 90 degree. So angle ASD is 90. You can see angle ASD is vertically opposite angle to this angle, that is PSR. This implies angle PSR is equal to angle ASD, vertically opposite angles. So this angle will also be, PSR will also be 90 degree. Now you have proved one angle 90. For others you will write similarly. We can write similarly, other parts can be proved, they can be shown that it is 190 degree. Now one angle we have shown that this angle is 90 degree. Similarly we can show the other angles also. This PQR will be 90, SPQ will be 90 and this SRQ will also be 90. QPS, this is QPS. QPS 90, SRQ 90 and PQR, these all are 90. So this becomes a quadrilateral with all the angles as right angles. This is a quadrilateral with all the angles right angle. It means what you can see that angle PSR is equal to angle PQR, both are equal to 90 degree, and angle SPQ is equal to SRQ. These are also 90. It means opposite angles are equal. It means PQRS is a parallelogram as opposite angles are equal. Whenever opposite angles are equal, we will say it is a parallelogram. And parallelogram with one angle 90 degree. I can take any angle PSR, PQRS is a parallelogram with one angle 90 degree, that is PSR is equal to 90 degree. It means PQRS is a rectangle. Whenever you have to show it is a rectangle, you show that it is a parallelogram with one angle 90 degree, so it becomes a rectangle. This is the last condition. Another condition to prove the quadrilateral to be a parallelogram. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if one pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel. Earlier we have shown that both pairs are equal and if the sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. If both angles are opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Or if the diagonals bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. Now this is the last condition which we have to show, that if one pair, the same pair should be one pair AB and CD are equal as well as parallel. This quadrilateral, this is equal as well as parallel. You have to show that it is a parallelogram. Now the same pair should be equal and parallel. You can't say that AB and CD are equal and these other two are parallel. No, the same pair is equal as well as parallel. Then you have to show it is a parallelogram. Now again we will consider two triangles and prove that they are congruent. AB is equal to CD given to you. AC is common and angle 1 is equal to angle 2, because when these two lines are parallel, then alternate interior angles are formed. You will write the parallel lines and transversal. AB parallel to CD and AC is transversal. So alternate interior angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So triangles are congruent by SAS rule. You can see why SAS triangles are congruent. When triangles are congruent, then again their CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, will be equal. It means angle 3 is equal to angle 4, CPCT. But you can say again these are alternate interior angles. These are again alternate interior angles. This means AD is parallel to BC. Earlier you were given AB parallel to CD, and now you have shown that AD is parallel to BC. What does it mean? Opposite sides are parallel. It means ABCD is a parallelogram. So this is the another condition to prove that given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. If one pair of opposite sides is equal as well as parallel, then you can say it is a parallelogram. Based on this, you have the last example 6, in which you have to prove the parallelograms. This is very easy example and you can do it yourself, and then we will start with the next exercise 8.1.